Ah yes, Twilight Princess, my favorite video game of all time, which gives me the excuse to make a countless supply of videos on this game, regardless of whether people watch them or not. Today, it's the bosses ranked. Let's go. At number 15 and last place, we have the Twilight Bloat. This thing sucks. It's a terrible boss fight. It's so easy, it's boring, it takes like 5 seconds. It's not enjoyable in the slightest. It just drags on. There's one phase, and plus the thing looks like that, so why even bother fighting it? Number 14, King Bulblin, Horseback. Now this is my least favorite boss fight when it comes to skill, because I suck. Also, this is just a massive pain, and it just feels like a chore every time. I don't look forward to it whenever I play through this game, because I just fail constantly. But once you do finish it, it does lead to one of the most epic cutscenes in all of Zelda. Number 13, Armagoma. This is an arachnophobe's worst nightmare. But once you actually start the fight, you'll notice that it's really easy. It takes like 2 seconds, one phase. It's so slow paced. It's just boink, pound, 3 times, and that's it. And once you do kill it, for some reason this happens. Again, an arachnophobe's worst nightmare. Number 12, Diababa. Now this is the first real boss that you fight in the game. I mean, sure, there's a couple mini bosses before it, but this thing barely attacks you. Like, it just sits there and just waits to get hit. You can complete the thing easily without taking any damage. Kind of a waste of a boss fight. It could be way more difficult. Number 11, Ganondorf, Horseback. Yeah, a final battle ranked really low, because it's a horseback battle. It's like the King Bulblin fight, but slightly less infuriating. And it's also quite a bit more epic, because it is, part 3 of the final battle. Number 10, King Bulblin, but on foot. So this is basically a mini-boss. He's just in your way. You have to fight him like this twice and on horseback twice, which is why King Bulblin, not a fan of him. He's annoying, and I wish you could just kill him, but he doesn't even die after you fight him for the last time. The guy's literally invincible. I mean, look at this. Number 9, Phyrus. Now this one's absolutely terrifying, but again, it suffers from the other ones that are ranked pretty low. It's only got one phase, and it's really short. But this one is going to be ranked higher because of how terrifying and epic it is. Number 8, Morphle. Now this one is also quite terrifying if you ask me. But it also doesn't really attack you. Like Diababa, it could be much more difficult than it really is, but it's higher than all the others because of how scary it is. Number 7, Puppet Zelda. Now we're getting into the good fights, and this one especially because... Yes! Energy Ball Tennis! Yeah, let's go! Also, the build-up to the start of this fight is really cool. Number 6, Dark Beast Ganon. Now this is a really epic fight. I mean, this is a Dark Beast that isn't total garbage like Breath of the Wild, but is far from the best in the game, despite how epic this is. Number 5, Blizzetta. That has by far the scariest build-up to any boss fight in this game, and it has one of the best theme songs as well. And the boss fight overall is 2 phases, and pretty decent at that. Number 4, Ganondorf Sword. This is the final phase of the final battle, and this is just a pure adrenaline rush. It's a good fight if you choose for it to be, because there are ways to cheese it and make it a joke. I never do that because I like to enjoy the final fight in all of their epicness. Number 3, Argarok. Now this is probably the most challenging boss fight in the game, for me at least. It's very well designed, it's evenly paced, the music is alright, it's just got all the ingredients for a good fight. However, it's not the most epic or my favorite. There are 2 that best it. Number 2, Zant. Now Zant is the ominous, creepy guy who turns into this complete wacko maniac. And this boss fight is absolutely nuts. He goes crazy. And he doesn't sound scary at all. He's like, and stuff like that. Totally makes sense, right? Number 1 is Stalord. I'm sure many people who have played Twilight Princess saw this one coming. This boss fight is pure fun. I mean, you get to zip around on a giant Beyblade, avoiding big spiky Beyblades and a dragon skeleton, and then later on in phase 2, a giant dragon skull shooting fire at your face. Oh, it's so good. Well, there you have it. My ranking for all of Twilight Princess's bosses. While they're not the most difficult, they definitely are some of the best designed and scariest. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time, whenever that may be.